Yes, sir.
Objection to relevance. At this time, I think he's eliciting another officer, I guess, explain why the barricades are up there with no tie to Sarah Williams. They're not saying that Sarah Williams broke the barricade and went inside there, nor are they saying Sarah Williams advocated for it. I mean, I understand that we have a general explanation for why they did what they did. They've explained it through almost every single witness, and then bring another witness and say someone potentially broke a barricade. The issue is, was that person directed by Sarah Williams to break the barricade, and was Sarah Williams there to break the barricade? This is not a trial for the general protesters that they do something wrong.
Okay, so, and as far as I'm understanding, is he testifying to events on June the 8th?
Yes.
Okay, so this is like 5 days before.
That's right. We've gone from the 31st to the 8th,
Right, so why?
the 6th, and now the 8th.
So, there's events that that the barricades were broken, but is Sarah Williams related to his testimony?
His sister is. Her sister is.
Her sister, okay,
Yeah.
well, that's,
Well, I
at
know
this point in
that.
time, I think
Well, Judge, you made a ruling.
I did, as far as context.
That's right.
And I think that we've established, you're doing your part in establishing why the context of the barriers were available. And just why is, pursuant to Mr. Whitley's objection, why is this relevant if it doesn't involve Ms. Williams or, we understand why the
Okay.
barriers were there.
Okay.
So,
All right. I think this is the first time we've showed that they've actually breached barriers in this trial.
so what's
And
the expectation is we're going to follow with this?
we're going to follow up with the reason why we have barriers in front of the police station on the 13th is because they are up in the police station barriers now, and they've breached them, over 40 people. And so it's a progression. Excuse me. This is what you ruled, that as to why the police have to have barriers on the 13th, the isolated incident. And this is one of the reasons, just like the cars.
So
Now,
they previously breached the barriers is evidence as to why they needed barriers again.
But it's actually
yeah.
true, but they've already had the barriers up. They breached the barriers that were already up, and then he's explained that's why they had the barriers.
So what other evidence have you, you've got the proof that the barriers were breached again, so where else is this going? Just the number of people that...
Yeah, it's a video of the number of people that have taken ones and twos, and now we got 13 or 14, and they're up there right facing these officers, and they're stopped. They've gone too far, and they've been told, don't do this. You can't come in here. Now, okay, it doesn't relate.
I think that's relevant.
The barriers are already up, though. So
I think it's relevant because I think that in this regard, the police are indicating the folks that are involved with the protest, they're specifying that, they are not allowed on the property. So, and I think that goes to, perhaps the intent, plan, or preparation of Ms. Williams to not abide by lawful orders per their theory, tell people to. So I'm gonna.
I'll object
I appreciate.
to.
Got it. Objection. I don't think it's substantially prejudicial to Ms. Williams.
It is not.
In addition, though, I would object to talking about what April Taylor did. Like, if he's going to testify that people broke the barrier and it's not Miss Williams, I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
ask if Ms. Taylor.
I'm going to say, was Ms. Williams involved with this? And he'll say no.
Well, true, but talking about April Taylor, I think they're trying to link the sisters together. The
Well,
sisters
yeah,
were
I am.
guilty.
I certainly am linking them
But that's my
together.
point, though. The sisters are guilty. She's not a witness, and now you're going to try to say that somehow or another April and Sarah communicated all this, but you can't come in now.
I think the discussion with them being together is sort of, in the conversation they were having are somewhat inextricably inclined with their case. So I appreciate, I think that, this can be cleared up as far as Ms. Taylor, Ms. Williams not being involved in this incident, but not having evidence, and I think you do that across. So I think that you have to, I don't think it's going to unnecessarily confuse the jurors at this point. So I'm going to overrule the objection.
I think you're overruling the objection on the condition he asked the question that Ms. Williams had nothing to do with this.
Okay, well, and I think that you're allowed to ask that question too. So,
Okay.
So
Now,
I think
He's a state.
I want to be clear that we've got a clip of a short portion of the clip. We have the entire body cam
it's his body cam.
from stem to stern, but you don't want us to introduce.
Well, I'm not saying I want or don't want.
Well-
I'm just saying subject to my ruling that the only thing that's going to get in front of the jury is what you play in court.
Okay.
Okay, so you understand that?
Yes, I do. And if he wants the whole body cam, I'd be glad to introduce it now, and he can use it later.
What do you want to introduce?
He's the one that objects it to it. He's objecting to it.
Okay.
So you want just the clip?
Yes.
Okay. All right, fine. That's good. That's what I want.
That's what he wanted.